Let's be honest, compost piles are messy. They stink, attract flies, and take forever to break down. I dreaded dealing with them, and half the time, my scraps just sat there rotting instead of turning into rich soil. Sound familiar? You're not alone. But here's the twist. I found a lazy little trick that completely replaced composting for me. No smell, no hassle, and my plants actually grew better than ever. Stick around, because by the end, you'll see why this method doesn't just save time. It gives your garden an instant boost. Meet Harold, age 79. His back isn't what it used to be, and the thought of bending, lifting, and shoveling around a compost pile? Forget it. He'd tried it for years. The smell, the flies, the endless waiting for scraps to turn into soil. It was exhausting, and honestly, it just didn't fit his life anymore. But here's the thing, Harold loves his garden. Every spring, his neighbors wait for that first bite of his tomatoes, the juiciest on the block. People always ask, "What's your secret?" And that's when Harold smiles, because he hasn't touched a compost heap in years. Instead, he discovered a lazy little trick that does all the work without the stink or the strain. No turning piles, no chasing off flies, just simple, natural goodness going straight back into the soil. Harold's story isn't just about gardening. It's about working smarter, not harder. And if it works for him, it can work for anyone. By the end of this video, you'll see why this method isn't just easier. It's actually better for your plants, your soil, and maybe even your back. Problem framing. If you've ever tried composting the traditional way, you already know it's not as easy as the books and blogs make it sound. First, there's the heavy work, lugging buckets of scraps, turning piles with a pitchfork, shoveling, lifting, bending. It feels less like gardening and more like a workout you never signed up for. Then come the pests. Flies buzzing around your kitchen bin, ants, raccoons, even rats showing up when the pile starts to smell. And oh, the smell. Sour, rotten, and nothing like the sweet earthy scent they promise. And after all that effort, you still wait months, sometimes almost a year, just to see usable compost. By the time it's ready, you could have lost an entire growing season. For a lot of people, this frustration becomes the reason they quit composting altogether. And that's a shame, because the whole point of gardening is to feel joy, peace, and connection with the soil. It's supposed to be your escape, not another endless chore that wears you out. You shouldn't feel guilty for tossing scraps in the trash because your compost pile turned into a stinky mess. You shouldn't feel like you need the back strength of a 25-year-old just to keep up with the system. Here's the truth. Gardening should be simple. It should energize you, not drain you. It should make your space feel alive, not attract pests from 3 houses down. That's why so many people are starting to look for easier, smarter alternatives. And that's exactly what I found. A lazy little trick that skips the stink, skips the waiting, and skips the heavy lifting while still giving your soil everything it needs to thrive. The best part? It's natural, it's fast, and it works even better than traditional composting. By the end of this video, you'll see why you never have to dread compost piles again, and how this simple method can help you grow healthier, stronger plants without adding another exhausting chore to your life. The lazy trick revealed. So let's get to the part you've been waiting for. The lazy little trick that made me ditch compost piles for good. It's so simple you'll wonder why you didn't think of it sooner. Step 1. Save your kitchen scraps. Think of your fruit peels, vegetable ends, coffee grounds, even crushed eggshells. All the good stuff that would normally end up in the trash or in a stinky compost bin. Keep a small container in your kitchen, nothing fancy. Just a bowl or jar with a lid. When it's full, you're ready for the next step. Step 2. Head out to your garden and dig a small hole or a shallow trench. You don't need to break your back or spend hours with a shovel. Just a little space between your rows, or right where you plan to plant next season. 6 to 8 inches deep is plenty. Step 3. Drop the scraps in. Toss them in just as they are. No turning piles. No layering greens and browns. No worrying about ratios or stirring. This is the lazy gardener's dream. Step 4. Cover it all back up with soil. That's it. No smell, no flies, no critters sniffing around. You've just taken your kitchen scraps and tucked them straight into the earth, where they belong. And here's the real secret. The roots find those nutrients immediately. It's like a buffet underground. As the scraps break down right there in the soil, the plants growing nearby get first dibs on the goodness. Instead of waiting months for a compost pile to finish, your garden gets a steady stream of natural food right away. The best part? Nature does all the work. Earthworms move in, breaking everything down into rich, organic matter. Microbes flourish. Your soil becomes softer, healthier, and more alive with every hole you fill. And because it happens underground, you never deal with the ugly side of composting. No smell, no pests, no backbreaking chores. This method is sometimes called trench composting or direct composting, but I like to call it lazy composting because that's exactly what it feels like. And the results speak for themselves. My soil stays rich, my plants grow stronger, and my time spent enjoying my garden instead of babysitting a pile. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed or disappointed by traditional composting, give this a try. Start with one small hole today. See how easy it feels. Then imagine what your whole garden could look like in a few months if you made this your new habit. Gardening should bring peace, not chores that wear you out. With this lazy trick, you'll see it's not about doing more work. It's about letting nature do what it does best. And once you see the difference in your plants, you'll never look back at a compost heap again. Practical wisdom layer. Here's something worth remembering. Our parents and grandparents were doing this long before gardening, guides, and social media made composting sound complicated. Back then, they didn't call it composting. They just buried the scraps. Potato peels, corn cobs, coffee grounds, eggshells, all of it went straight back into the soil. They didn't need charts, fancy bins, or tutorials. They called it common sense. And isn't that powerful? It's proof that sometimes the simplest way is still the best way. Nature doesn't need us to overthink. It already has the perfect system built in. When we tuck food scraps underground, the earth takes over. Worms, microbes, and soil life turn it into nourishment. The plants feed themselves, and the cycle continues. No piles to stir, no smell to fight, no waiting for months to see results. Just a quiet, natural process that's been working for generations. Think about it. Our grandparents grew some of the best gardens you'll ever see. Juicy tomatoes, sweet corn, cucumbers you could smell across the yard. They didn't have chemical fertilizers lined up in plastic bags. They worked with what they had, and they trusted the soil. That's the wisdom worth carrying forward. Today, we're busier than ever. We chase shortcuts, buy quick-fix solutions, and forget that the real magic is often in the simplest habits. Burying scraps isn't just about feeding plants. It's about reconnecting with a rhythm of life that's older than us. It's about honoring the way generations before us kept their soil alive without waste, without strain, and without overcomplicating what should be peaceful. And here's the beauty of it. When you practice this lazy composting, you're not just saving yourself time, you're keeping that chain of wisdom alive. You're doing what worked then and what still works now. You're proving that gardening doesn't have to be a chore, it can be a joy. So next time you're peeling carrots or cracking eggs, think about it. Instead of seeing scraps as trash, see them as tomorrow's harvest. Bury them like your grandparents did. Let the soil do the work. And when you bite into that first juicy tomato or pull up a crisp cucumber, you'll know, sometimes the old ways are still the best ways. Gardening should bring peace, not exhaustion. And with this simple trick, you'll find that the wisdom of the past is exactly what your garden needs today. Let's be honest, traditional composting isn't easy. The piles are heavy, they stink, they attract flies, and they take forever to break down. I used to dread it, and I know I'm not alone. How about you? Have you ever started a compost pile and then given up halfway because it felt like too much work? Drop a yes in the comments if that's ever happened to you. Here's the truth. Gardening should bring peace, not endless chores that wear you out. So instead of fighting with piles, I found a lazy little trick, one our parents and grandparents were already doing long before the word compost was trendy. They simply buried their scraps. They called it common sense, and it still works today. Step 1. Save your kitchen scraps, fruit peels, veggie ends, coffee grounds, eggshells. Step 2. Dig a small hole or trench in your garden. Step 3. Drop the scraps in. Step 4. Cover it with soil. That's it. No stink, no flies, no heavy lifting. Nature handles the rest. Here's the real secret. The roots find those nutrients right away. It's like a buffet underground. Instead of waiting months for a pile to finish, your plants get instant food while the soil stays alive with worms and microbes. Would you try this trick, or do you still prefer the old compost pile? Comment below. I'd love to hear what works best in your garden. And here's another thought. Our grandparents grew the juiciest tomatoes and the sweetest corn you could imagine, all with simple habits like this. They didn't have plastic, bags of fertilizer lined up. They trusted the soil and worked with what they had. Isn't it proof that sometimes the simplest way is still the best way? Now I want to hear from you. What's your shortcut in the garden? Share it in the comments. Your idea might save someone else a sore back, or spark a new habit for another gardener watching this. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about saving time, it's about community, about passing down wisdom, and about making gardening something we actually enjoy. If Harold at 79 can still grow the juiciest tomatoes on his block using this lazy method, imagine what it could do for you. So try it. Bury your scraps, skip the pile, and let the soil do the work. Then come back and tell us, did you see a difference? I can't wait to read your stories. And that's it. The lazy little trick that saved me from compost piles and brought new life to my garden. No stink, no flies, no back-breaking labor, and no waiting months for results. Just scraps, soil, and nature doing what it does best. If this lazy trick gave you a smile or sparked an idea, give it a like. It lets me know you're finding value here, and it helps more gardeners like us discover simple ways to grow with less stress. Share this with a friend who's ready to ditch the compost pile, maybe someone who's been struggling with traditional methods, or someone who just wants gardening to feel joyful again. You never know, your share might save them hours of frustration and give them healthier soil in the process. And don't forget to subscribe to the Evergreen Seniors, where old-fashioned wisdom grows new every day. This channel is all about taking timeless tips from the past and turning them into practical, no-nonsense solutions for today's gardener. Because gardening isn't about being perfect or doing everything the official way. It's about connection, joy, and making life a little easier while the soil does the work. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Would you try this method in your own garden? Or do you still prefer a traditional compost pile? Drop your answer in the comments below. And while you're there, share your own shortcut. Your tip might just be the one that makes another gardener's season so much better. Remember, gardening should bring peace, not chores that wear you out. And with tricks like this, we can keep the joy alive, pass down the wisdom that really matters, and grow gardens worth sharing, not just with our families, but with generations to come. So go ahead, save those scraps, bury them deep, and let nature do the work. Then come back and tell us how it went. Until next time, keep growing, keep smiling, and keep sharing the wisdom that makes this community strong. Harold proved it. You don't need sweat and sore muscles to grow something beautiful. At 79, his back isn't what it used to be. Shoveling compost piles, lifting heavy forks of half-rotted scraps, chasing off flies? Forget it. But here's the remarkable part. His tomatoes are still the juiciest on the block. His cucumbers are crisp, his soil rich and alive. He didn't give up gardening when the chores got harder. He just got smarter. And that's the lesson worth carrying home today. Sometimes the laziest trick really does work better. Dig a small hole, drop in your scraps, cover it with soil. That's it. Nature takes care of the rest. No bins, no turning, no waiting for months while a pile rots away. Just a simple act repeated week after week. An act so small it almost feels like cheating, but one that delivers harvest you can taste. This isn't just about gardening. It's about perspective. Our parents and grandparents called it common sense, and Harold shows us why. You don't have to push harder, sweat more, or break your back to get results. You just have to work with the soil instead of against it. Trust the process that's been feeding plants since long before we gave it a fancy name. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real gift of gardening. Not the chores, not the piles, not the struggle, but the peace of knowing life can thrive through the simplest actions. That what looks like waste is really nourishment. That beauty doesn't always come from effort, but from trust. So the next time you're peeling potatoes or cracking eggs, think of Harold. Think of the garden waiting just outside your door. And remember, sometimes the lazy way isn't lazy at all. It's wisdom in disguise. Gardening should bring joy. It should lift your spirit, not wear out your body. And if Harold can prove that with nothing more than a shovel and a few buried scraps, then you and I can too. Now, go plant your scraps, skip the pile, and let your garden show you how powerful the simple way can be. Because beauty doesn't have to come with pain. Sometimes it really is that easy.